Hi there, students. To etch, a verb. Etched as an adjective. And an etching as well. It's a type of picture. Okay, to etch means to cut into the surface of something using acid or some sort of corrosive substance in order to make a design. So, etched glass is very common to etch glass with hydrofluoric acid. It eats into the glass, and then you have a design. You have etchings, or to etch, which is a printing technique where I think you cover the plate, a metal plate, in wax, and you draw your design in the wax, and then you put acid on top of that, and that etches your design, and then you put ink and print it. In modern industry, they use etching to make circuit boards. Yeah, I think in a similar way. So to etch, to engrave a surface. His initials were etched on the glass. This etching was etched by a very famous artist. Now, that's rather technical in itself, but we can use etch figuratively, meaning something that makes a lasting impression, a very strong impression. So the horrible scene will remain etched on my mind forever. Yeah, this is etched upon my mind. It's etched into my memory. I think maybe the times tables, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, is etched into my mind. And then we can also use to etch, just meaning to sketch, to draw, to delineate. I don't know if you ever had a toy called an Etch-a-Sketch. It was something with 2 wheels that you could make interesting drawings with. Okay, so to etch, to eat into the surface of something to make a design, to make a strong impression, and to sketch, to make a little drawing of. Okay, so etch, to cut the surface, particularly glass or metal, by coating it in wax and putting acid on. So he etched a design into the glass. To etch, you can also use this by cutting or scraping, although technically it's not right, but people use this quite often. He etched his initials into the wall. He scratched them. Yeah. He etched the metal with a knife. He scraped it to make a design or an impression. To etch, to draw clearly, or to put something very strongly in your memory. It's etched in my mind. The image I can see is a craggy mountainous landscape etched against a brilliant blue sky. Okay, so in relief, yeah, a strong juxtaposition between the two. Yeah, so to etch, to imprint, it's etched on my memory, it's imprinted on my memory. Yeah, it's etched in my mind. It's etched, the British history is etched with embarrassing incidents. Okay, so an etching, a type of print, a type of aquatint, yeah, a type of engraving. What was it? Mary Tudor said something like the name of Calais, the town in France, will always be etched upon my heart, something like that. Okay, so stamped into, carved into, imprinted into. Okay, yes, there was a band of metal with different figures etched into it. Okay, so The real meaning is this process eating away with acid, but to scratch or to scrape. Yeah, engraved upon my mind, etched upon my mind. So you etch something into a surface. Yeah. Then somebody's feelings could be etched on their face. They are strongly affected. You can see this clearly in their appearance. Grief was etched into every line of his face. And then if something is etched on you, you remember it clearly. Yeah, it has special importance or special impact. The scene was etched into the memory of a whole generation of people. So to etch, there's quite a few similar meanings, but from slightly different. To etch, formality. I think I'm going to give it 5.5 in formality. I think you can use it just about anywhere. It's a little bit literary, but it sounds fine. As to origin, it comes from Dutch, from etzen, meaning to etch, from German, atzen, meaning to etch as well, and probably comes from a Proto-Germanic word, adjana, from a verb meaning to eat. And actually, if you think about it, the acid eats into the surface, and like that you etch your glass. So it's to eat away at something, to eat away at a surface. So I hope the meaning of etch remains etched in your minds. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Etch, etched.